Good day and welcome. Thank you for joining us today. It's going to be an exciting discussion that we're having today with somebody who is an expert in professional development. So as we talk today, I'm with Jonelle Sherman. She is a senior representative with Indiana Wesleyan University. She serves the Fort Wayne region, and she has a variety of programs that she is working to assist students as they begin to develop professionally. She's also serving on our regional council with our Alumni Association in the Fort Wayne area. So today we're going to be talking about the topic of professional development. We all know that we're lifelong learners. We have to be lifelong learners, right, don't we, in this world today? We do. Whether it's our corporations are changing, their expectations are getting more intense, we have to always develop. So we're going to talk about that. Jonelle's not only an expert, she's also an alum of ours at Indiana Wesleyan. Right. So tell us a little bit about being an alum. When did you graduate?
I graduated back in 2010 with my MBA in healthcare administration. So actually, after I received that degree, I received my promotion to a representative, a corporate representative. So that's how I utilized my degree. And plus, when I'm out in the field, I let them know the experience that I've had with Indiana Wesleyan. And I took my classes online.
Okay.
And it's one class at a time, and I love that format. I'm out and about in the field, and I work many hours, so I'm able to, I was able to take my computer with me everywhere and just plug in wherever there's Wi-Fi and just do my homework then. So it was very doable for my working adult schedule.
Well, you saw the need to professionally develop, of course,
right.
And you're giving a lot of assistance as a professional, helping people to plug in.
Right.
So we want to learn a bit about that. How can we achieve this idea of being a professional development, a person who is continually growing and developing? So as we walk through that, let's begin to talk through a few questions. So tell us what you do, and briefly in terms of the specific role that you have as a corporate representative.
Right. My role is I work actually in adult enrollment services. So I primarily deal with the adult learner. One thing I do is I go out to many places such as hospitals, corporations, factories, schools, human service agencies, and just make those connections between Indiana Wesleyan and that corporation. Just let them know about the type of programs that we can offer for the adult learner and how they can use that to help them get either promoted or to help them be better employees for their establishment.
So why Indiana Wesleyan University? Both that you got your degree through us and now you're working for Indiana Wesleyan. This is your mission field, so to speak.
Right.
But why Indiana Wesleyan?
For me?
Yeah.
Indiana Wesleyan is very much Christ-centered. That's my primary mission, is to work at a Christ-centered establishment.
Well, and we're taught this mission statement that we're kind of encouraged to memorize, that we are a Christ-centered academic community committed to changing the world by developing students in character, scholarship, and leadership. And so as we think about the mission that we are serving in, many companies are not necessarily Christian-based companies, but the values that are being taught here, I think, can be applied to many different professions. And you talk to a lot of people.
Exactly.
We're not here to try to change somebody. We're here to try to develop people, of course, and help them to be further equipped in the professional role that they are in.
Right.
So as we are talking about why we serve here and the mission of the university, it's really important for us to understand, as you are developing students, as you are helping others to understand what does it mean to be a lifelong learner, let's just talk about that, how it is that you are helping people to develop the components maybe of what it takes to be a lifelong learner.
Sure.
Why should people professionally develop?
Right. In my area, my territory where I recruit and make those partnerships and relationships, one of them is nursing, in the field of nursing. I go to area hospitals, anywhere there is a nursing facility that they have. I'm able to talk to the nurses to see what their needs are. And most that I encounter is associate nurse or a diploma nurse, actually, if they want to go on to get their bachelor's degree. So we have that in the adult realm, and I can help them get to that goal of becoming bachelor's completed. And a lot of hospitals that I work with are seeking magnet status. So they're very much encouraging their employees to go on to get their bachelor's degree, and that's in nursing.
Yeah,
Yes.
so what's interesting about that is as you're talking to many people who
Right.
might even feel stuck in the position they're in,
Oh, right.
or they could get a promotion if they got
Yes.
more education.
Yes.
Indiana Wesleyan is a qualified place to get that education.
Right.
We'll talk about that in
Right.
a moment. But
Right.
when somebody is saying, say you're just at a booth talking to
Right.
people,
Right.
what is it about them that's coming to you that says, I want to develop, I want to grow? What's
Mm-hmm.
going on in their lives? Are they feeling a bit of that nudge or a transition? What's
Yes.
going on in their lives that you're hearing?
Right. And when people approach me and are interested in developing more education, they ask what I can do to help them and what Indiana Wesleyan can do to help them to go on. And they look to see what type of programs that we offer. But one thing that makes us stand out is our distinctives. We have a lot of distinctives, such as your books are shipped to you, included in the cost of the program. We have library research assistants that will help you if you are stuck on a topic and you can't find anything to help support that topic in your paper. Reach out to the Indiana Wesleyan librarian. They'll help you with that. We have computer tech support. So if you have problems with your computer, they're there to help you. We have all kinds of array of student services support systems that will help that Indiana Wesleyan student, and it's also free for that student. So they don't have to worry about paying a fee for those services.
Well, when somebody decides that they have gone as far as they can go in their career,
Right.
with the education that they have,
Right.
they encounter a person like you who says that here are ways that you can further grow and develop. And then when they end up coming to IWU, there's so many benefits to that education.
Yes.
I know this for sure, that as I've talked to many of our alumni, when they go through our Indiana Wesleyan programs, what they say they like about us is that it's the same people bringing them all the way through the program, that they're not
Right.
just in
That's
a
a
pipeline
cohort,
or,
yes.
yeah. So let's talk about the community of that cohort.
Okay,
You've got all
sure.
these disciplined or backgrounds that are in this cohort. Sometimes there's 10 to 12 or more people in that group. It's a class setting that they're with throughout the entire program. Let's talk about what that experience is like for them.
Okay, for instance, again, I'll reflect back on nursing. I work with an area hospital, such as in Fort Wayne, such as Parkview. So I was able to establish that close partnership, and we are holding classes there, right there at their main facility, the Parkview Regional Medical Center. And the nurses are able to go once a week. So it's one class at a time, once a week, and they go to this regional site, which is the Parkview Regional Medical Center.
That's awesome.
Yes, and they meet in one of their rooms that they provided to us, and they do that one class at a time, one night a week, and then it's a blended type cohort, so they also do it online. So it's kind of 50% on site, 50% online. But I not only nursing, but in the past I have started different programs for education. And so they're able to go and to a school. If the school is approved by the Department of Education, they can meet at this school, and teachers, if they want to go on for their master's in education, or if they want to go on for their principal licensure, they can all meet at a certain location. As long as I have 10 to 12 students, we can start that. And also, too, we can do that at a factory.
Oh, wow.
We've done that in the past, and we've had 10 to 12 students who, in that factory, wanted to meet together, one class at a time, one night a week at that facility, So they didn't have to drive anywhere, and they could take classes right there as soon as they get off work or before they go to work, whatever their shift is, and meet together as a cohort. And like you said, Rick, they would keep going through the whole program as a cohort. The same group of students would go through this cohort.
Well,
so it's convenient and relevant.
You're doing life together.
Yes.
So when we talk about being a lifelong learner, there's a lot of different dimensions to that. We're talking about somebody who sees that they're at a crossroads in their career. They need more education to move on.
Right.
So we can provide that. We're talking about just the personal and professional development that you have. And in truth, once you're in our programs, that continues because you're doing life together with other working professionals who are in similar fields as yours. So you're not only learning what a faculty member has to offer, you're learning what others in the classroom have to offer. And at some point, you become an alum of the university. We don't end that relationship with you. We want to continue that. That's why we've developed the Fort Wayne Regional Council. We want to be able to serve you and help you. I often tell alumni like yourself, you're the boss. You get to tell me what to do because you define the programs that you want to have. You define the relationship you want to have with us. You define those continued professional services or networking events that we try to provide. All of that comes as a result of our alumni getting involved in that. We know that alumni are making a difference, and today we weren't wanting to necessarily talk about the impact of what alumni are doing in our community. We wanted to talk about how, whether you're just seeing this video and wondering about should I continue to go to college or what can I do to better develop, or you're an alumni that are seeing this and you've experienced everything we're talking about. We want to encourage you to stay involved, and we want to, of course, hear your stories of how you're impacting your communities. We love to tell stories, and when you're at a booth, my guess is alumni come up to you and they instantly tell you about their experience. What are maybe some ways, there are some things that people have said to you?
Well, the first and foremost is they love Indiana Wesleyan. I didn't matter where I'm located. If they have attended classes with Indiana Wesleyan, they immediately come up to me and say thank you. Thank you for what you've done.
That's neat.
And it was such a quality program, and it was so relevant to my working schedule and my family life. And that's one thing about the programs. It is geared around the working adult schedule and family. And that's one thing I encountered personally when I was in the program. It was doable for a working adult schedule and having family and other obligations. You can still get your degree and have that certificate, that diploma at the end.
Absolutely.
And
it's really neat. I love hearing those stories of graduation. As we're videotaping this, graduation's just around the corner for us, and I love to be there to give the alumni pin and to just say to them, tell us your story. So we want to tell you, tell us your story. If you're an alum out there, we have all kinds of ways you can stay connected as an alum, whether it's through our Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram or Twitter. Just find us at IWU Alumni, at IWU Alumni. So you could find us, you can download our app, just do a search on a mobile device through your app store, Google Play, and just look for Indiana Wesleyan University Alumni, and we call it a news feed, but that's how you could find it there in the app store. And we want to encourage you to tell us your story. We certainly wanted to provide this, not just a video for alumni, but for others that perhaps know an alum of Indiana Wesleyan, and you've been curious, they got their degree, how do I get mine? How do I continue to professionally grow and develop? We want to be that place where you can come and be part of a family, part of a community to do that. So we hope to bring you more of what we might call these professional training videos. We have a team of people who are videotaping, and we're putting other things on YouTube and on our Facebook so that you can see those things. Jonelle has been on some of those videos, and we're going to continue to do some of those videos. Just this last week, one of our teams talked about leadership as influence, and they spent some time just in a discussion group that we recorded and made available to you. But let us know how we can serve you, and if you want to get in touch with us, if you're wanting to go back to school or maybe finish a degree or start a degree, don't be intimidated, because
Right.
Jonelle is here and
Yes.
she can help you through the entire process.
I would love that.
And it would be neat. So look
Yeah.
her up. We'll have her information at the bottom of this feed on our YouTube channel or in our information that you're seeing this on a Facebook feed. So definitely. So I'm Rick Carter, Director of Alumni and Church Engagement, and you are?
Jonelle Sherman from our Senior Corporate Representative.
Yes, absolutely. What a delight that we could share this together with you. There's obviously many other conversations we want to have with you. This is just one of many, but we believe this is a good avenue for us. And as you're somewhere hearing this, give us a call,
Yeah,
because
please do.
as she can tell you, online or in the classroom,
Right.
we want to connect with you, and
Yes.
we want to encourage our alumni. Tell us about others that you know that's at your place of work, that's thinking about professionally developing, so that they can be in touch with our office, but also with Jonelle directly. So thank you and blessings upon you on this day.